It's that time of the year again, Nathan.
Yes. Or whatever. Insert Walking Dead theme here.
AMC's The Walking Dead.
It's back.
It's back. We are here with Season 9. How long will this show go? Well,
how many more characters are going to die?
Yeah, especially useless ones. I love when they give a little snippet of a character just to make you maybe kind of care about them, like that one guy who got bit
in this episode just now.
Yeah.
Hold on, Ken. I remembered his name.
At first, I thought they called him Kid.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
She's like, "Don't die, kid." I'm like, "Wow, Maggie, you really like this character. You don't even know
maybe
his
she
name."
did say Kid, but
I think she said Ken. But I thought the whole point in that was just to show, like, you know, before that happened, no one would bat an eye. I think the whole point of that was to show, like, that's not something that should happen normally.
Well, and it's been a year and a half.
Oh, really?
Since the last season ended with the where Negan was, of course, dethroned as King of the Saviors.
You know what I just realized? Like, this isn't even this has happened before with season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
we've had time jumps before.
How big of a jump? Probably like an 8-month jump.
Yeah,
it wasn't because like Lori had just gotten pregnant, and then when 3 came
then
along,
she was very pregnant.
Yeah, so probably about like 8. Yeah, not as big, but yeah, I mean.
Well, and it was so funny because I remember season 2, the season finale showed them like they're basically right next to the prison. Because like they're at a campfire and like the camera pulls up and you see the prison,
and then they still haven't found it.
And then it's just like, what have they been going around this prison in a circle and they didn't even realize it was there?
They're just like, okay, just before though, like, am I the only one who wants to see the show in the winter with snow? Like, it's been cold before and they've worn jackets. I want to see like snow walkers and like see how they like have to deal with that kind of environment. That would be so cool.
I could have sworn that the reason why they don't do that is because the snow actually slows down the walkers to a point where they're not a threat. That's what I've heard.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I just thought it would always look cool, like just a snowy like landscape.
And to be honest, I've lost track of exactly how much time has gone by.
Probably like 6 years.
You think it's been that long?
Maybe 5. Now, especially with the jump.
Yeah, I would say no longer than 5. Yeah. 5 maximum.
Anyways, let's.
Yeah. So
episode kid dies. That's like one of the first things that happens. They're on a mission.
Maybe like a third through there, because remember,
it starts out at Alexandria.
Right.
You got Judith.
They go into Washington D.C. to get some old supplies and like they need a wagon. They want something that's going to help
that
them
tiller
with
thing.
Yeah.
Scrapes the ground or whatever.
Right. That they were going to not use, but they were going to
make
model
study
something new after. And that of course gets wrecked during the transport. They get attacked by a horde. A pack.
Apparently, hordes can just destroy crap now.
They just mentioned that.
Torn down by a horde of walkers?
Well, okay, I can see that because, you know, bridges do over time they do decay if they're not maintained.
Yeah,
okay. I can see that, especially. Oh no, they did say that there was a storm.
Oh, okay.
That did do a lot of damage, and that did get me thinking. I was like, you know what? Yeah, they don't have any ways of knowing if like a hurricane or some kind of blizzard is going to roll through. It just happens.
Could a hurricane hit? A hurricane couldn't hit Washington though, right?
It hasn't, but I don't see why not. I mean,
I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't build stuff there if like, you know, the capital wouldn't be there if, I don't know.
I mean, we didn't really know a whole lot about meteorology in the 1800s. We had the Farmer's Almanac, and that's about it.
So yeah, they went to the World of
Museum of Natural History. Yes,
and they got all that stuff, and they got most of the stuff out of there except for that one thing that broke on the way.
Right.
A kid gets bit in the arm really stupidly, and it shouldn't have really happened.
Of course, we can't forget we had the stunt where they're bringing the wagon over a glass floor, and of course someone falls through, but they're on a rope.
And how did he fall through? He was supposed to be standing on the beams. I don't get it.
Well, that's what we kept. I remember Kristen and I were watching this, and I was just like, why are they not they are stepping on the beams, right? And I thought that they
Rick
were.
Rick was making a point too, and I think they
Yeah.
all were. But like when it breaks, how are you?
Yeah, and
That's what
I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
if I
get.
were Rick or someone else, I'd be like, walk on the beams, walk on the beams.
See, I
Like,
got the
was just
impression that they
constantly
all were.
reminding.
And like I got the impression that he was until it broke, and then he fell through. And it's like, what? Just stay on there, and then you're fine. But we got to have the suspenseful moment.
Right. Although it was suspenseful when his rope started to cut because it was being dragged over the glass.
It really wasn't suspenseful for me at all because I was like, he's not gonna die.
Well, and the one thing, oh yeah, that's right. And then I wondered when he was crawling up, I'm like, he'd be gutted by that glass, but then they actually put some blankets
Carol
down.
was on it.
So
Speaking
yeah,
of Carol, they're like a thing now.
Yeah, they're a
Ezekiel
thing.
and Carol.
I can get behind that
Because they were really like she met him like at the they have history.
Yeah. Oh,
Makes sense.
They definitely do. I'm glad that the whole Daryl Carol thing never
It's
happened.
put to bed.
Yes, even though they kind of hinted it with like they have a moment where
No, I didn't get romantic vibes from that. I got like old buddies vibes from that
I got slight romantic on
because of
there.
the lean on the shoulder.
Yeah, that's just like.
I don't know. Anyways,
I've never had anyone lean on my shoulder that didn't have romantic feelings for me. Let me just say that much, okay?
I don't know.
So yeah, we're sorry. We are jumping around a little bit, but this
Yeah,
was
yeah.
a long one. This was a
Yeah.
90 minute season premiere.
right, kid gets bit in the arm.
I watched it a while ago. You watched it right before the podcast.
Yeah, like a few hours ago.
So you've got a bit of a fresher.
Yeah, so the kid gets put on the arm. They were gonna try to chop it off.
And they didn't get to it.
Oh
in
yeah,
time.
also they were something important at the museum. They got seeds.
Yes.
Like these like old like frozen seeds or whatever that they were going to use. Because Jadis is with them now. They call her Anne, is her real name apparently,
And she's let her hair grown out.
or better known as the Trash Lady.
It's much better.
Yeah, so the Trash Lady used to teach, and she took kids on field trips there, and that's how they got the seeds.
Yeah.
Fun fact. And then the kid, and fast forward on their way home, kid gets bit on the arm, kid dies, and it becomes this whole big thing
It does.
with Maggie.
Who's now the official leader
Yes.
of the Hilltop
They
because
voted.
Gregory suggested that they have an election and Maggie won.
Surprise.
Because you're stupid, Gregory. I think Gregory strikes me as a character who thinks he's smart,
Yeah,
but
well,
in reality,
it would have been funny to see because I get the impression that during this election period, Gregory was just like campaigning like hardcore, and Maggie was just like, I don't care. Like she wasn't even like giving it a second thought.
right, he was probably playing the whole role of the politician.
Yeah.
But yeah, he kind of gets
Oof.
the parents of Ken riled up against her, and he tries to like
Yeah, the kid who dies. Yeah, they were all like,
At
upset.
first, I thought he was just going to make people discontent with her, but no, he takes things. He
Tries to get people to kill her, y'all.
There's some
It's
animosity
real. Yeah.
with him.
By the way, just it's not her fault that the kid died. I can't imagine she forced him to go.
Right. And I do have to say, like, I've never seen one die from a walker bite that fast.
Yeah, was he bleeding out? I wasn't sure.
There was a second bite. Maybe that's
there was
why.
a bite there, and it looked like it was healed, and I was really confused. Remember that? It showed the bite like on his side, and it
guess
looked like
that
it was old, and
was
it was like a
healed.
bruise. I didn't know what to think. It was like, did they come up with some way to like stop it, and they were about to do that to his arm?
Yeah, they never explained what that meant.
Maybe it'll come up later, or maybe, I don't know. It was. I was like, what? They have some new technique? That's what I thought it was alluding to, but maybe we'll find out in time. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, he dies, and I still don't see how it was their fault. It's a grown man, basically.
And they told him not to do what he was doing. He was trying to get the horses free, and Walker comes up behind him and bites his arm.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you don't listen to people who've been doing this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with the thing with Gregory that happens is he basically tries to get the father of Ken to ambush Maggie by saying, "Oh, I think someone might have defaced."
And I knew right
grave."
away. I was like, somebody's gonna be over there trying to kill her.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought
The way he said it, man, I was just like, that's creepy.
I thought someone actually had to face it because I didn't think that he was trying to like offer. I thought he was just trying to, like, you know, make her mad at the public, or like, did you
Nah,
mistrust
man.
him?
I was like, that-
maybe that would have been the smart way, but Gregory, again, he thinks he's smart, but comes up with stupid
He
ideas.
gets some old fart to try and kill her.
Yeah, this elderly couple who lost
yeah.
her son, he's playing on their emotions, and I'm glad that she didn't retaliate against them. Like, she
Yeah.
understands, like, they were manipulated,
Yeah.
they're dealing with
At
grief.
first, it makes you think that, though, doesn't it?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because they're... Well, so basically, he tries to kill her. Enid comes up and gets owned, and then another guy comes up and actually who is it? Someone else comes up and grabs him.
Oh, it's that guy who used to be a savior.
Yeah, the smooth talker savior.
Yeah, that can sing like with the voice of an angel.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he's kind of cool. But yeah, he grabbed him, and then they do a little bit of like not a trial. They just straight up kill him.
yeah. They hang him.
Yeah. There's no real way to talk about this episode with. I guess we'll just go storyline by storyline, because otherwise it'd be bouncing back and forth.
Because there's a lot going on.
So the way this one concludes is, yeah, they end up hanging Gregory, but they present it like, the old couple, the kid's parents are standing there, and she's like saying all this stuff, like, I don't want to have to do this. This is punishment fits the crime, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh shoot, she about to kill these people?
Yeah, I got the same impression, but
I
then
think
you
they did that
But then you see
intentionally.
Gregory on a horse with a noose around his neck,
and you're like, yes.
it's like he's finally gonna get.
I hate him
Because this
so much.
This is at least the second time he's tried to kill Maggie. I think it was either last season. I think it was last season when they were just outside of the Hilltop's walls,
and he was like had the gun. He was or something. He was just kind of like thinking about it. Right?
Yeah, and he tried to like get a walker over at her, and
he's such a wimp.
yeah, he has had so many second chances. It's time.
Yeah, so
He's played played
dead.
both sides so many times.
well, and it's funny because I remember thinking, like, once he started getting up to all this stuff, I was like, why aren't you dead by now? They should have killed you a long time ago. And then they kill him, and I was just like, that's great.
right.
Other storylines, there's the whole thing with Daryl, and he's like the leader of the Saviors.
But he don't want to be anymore, Rick.
Nah, man. Yeah.
He's got a motorcycle shop.
He's too edgy for that.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you're working on motorcycles, and like, what? How could you be any happier than this?
I guess he misses
You're like a pig in slop. I mean, come on.
home. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know what Daryl wants.
Yeah.
To be honest, like,
His character doesn't really make sense.
yeah, and just the whole thing where he just like randomly gets angry with Rick, and it's just like, I just feel like the writing is not quite there.
I'd be angry with Rick, too. I don't really agree with his whole deal.
As far as
Giving the Saviors free crap. I think that's really dumb.
well, they're trying to make them a part of like this multiple community group, or this group of communities. Like, we have the community of the place in the woods, water something,
Oceanside.
Oceanside. Yeah. So the community of women, Oceanside, they're part of it. Alexandria's part of it. Hilltop, and then
The Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
But they still call them the Saviors, which is weird. I would get rid of that name. Because
yeah,
some bad
stop
stigma
calling
attached to
them
that.
Stop calling.
Yeah.
And the thing is, okay, so they're staying in the factory, and while that does seem like a dumb idea, not really, because they have other skills. Like,
Yeah, do they not have something to offer? That's what I don't understand.
right. It looks like they're doing they're making well. Here's what I don't understand. So this should be like a microcosm of our current economy. Like, let's say, Hilltop is like the breadbasket for everyone, and they're just they have good soil. It seems like they're doing it now, but Maggie's complaining about it to Rick, like saying like, oh well, we can help it, but we're gonna need more of stuff. I guess they don't have much of a need for cars.
By the way, though, like, Maggie's right. Like, that sounds like a fair trade. So she says, if they help us fix the bridge,
yeah,
we'll give them food.
yeah, I didn't.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
Yeah, totally.
And he's like, but Maggie, they need this free stuff. I'm Bernie Sanders now, Maggie.
gosh.
They need all the I can't do it. Never mind. I can't do Bernie. But yeah, I mean, it's like, Just like Rick just wants to shower them in free pity stuff. It's like, what?
Well, yeah, and that's why I forget. Someone compared him to Negan.
I kind of get the impression that he doesn't want to like trigger them, like set them off and make them.
He's
mad.
trying to win them over.
Yeah.
I feel, and people are, I guess, not liking it. Here's what I would have done. I would have taken some people from Alexandria, some people from Hilltop, some people from Oceanside, some people from the Sanctuary, and just mix it up.
Yeah, but would they want to do that?
I don't see why not. I mean, change of scenery.
I mean, as long as you've got family members together.
Well, I would suggest it. I'd be like, yeah, if you guys want to relocate, we'll have a day where we relocate everyone. If you don't want to relocate, then don't.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm sure the Saviors probably feel like they're the outcasts. So,
Yeah.
but I don't see why they can't get, like, corn, because I know that apparently they're making corn fuel to run stuff
Yeah.
on now. And it seems like they're doing that, but I would be like, hey, you give us corn and we'll give you this much fuel in response, to for. But it seems like the Hilltop is just like using horses and other stuff
Yeah.
to get around. So I don't know. It seems like that whole situation is weird, and I don't know why Daryl doesn't want to be head of it anymore. He just says he's tired of it, but that's all the information we really have.
He misses the good old days when it was just a few of them.
We're small. We could do anything. No, you couldn't do anything. You were losing people left and right.
To
Daryl.
other people who are crazy, and
Right.
this is the solution to it. Like, how simple-minded, how like small is your brain? Like, he's not thinking big picture. It doesn't really make
Right.
sense.
And when, spoiler alert, Rick Grimes is gone, is he going to be like the new focal point of the show?
I hope not. He's not very interesting right now.
Yeah.
He's just an edgelord whose motives make no sense.
Wow, you're really letting him have it with both barrels.
I don't know. I mean, I like him, but it's just like,
He's just not a leader.
no.
He's great on the field, but when it comes to thinking, his thinker is
Yeah.
not working right. We have of course I'm forgetting the Kingdom and all this too. But we didn't really see the Kingdom. We did see
all we know is most of their fighters are dead and they're trying to recover.
right.
That's literally like all that was mentioned about him.
Jerry is still around.
Yes,
Still kicking.
I love Jerry. If Jerry dies, that's when I stop watching. Understand?
I thought he was gonna die last season.
He's the focal point once Rick's gone.
Yeah, that ambush on the Kingdom.
This is gonna be the season of Jerry. Get ready, folks.
It's the lighter side
I
of The
love
Walking Dead.
Man.
But what else is going on here?
Well, there's the whole. It's not that big of a thing, but like Michonne has like the whole idea of like coming up with like a sort of constitution thing.
Charter.
Yeah, I don't know why that's what's wrong with the Constitution.
I guess maybe, two possible reasons. Number one, the word constitution might be politically problematic
Why?
because you have people that are just so like, oh, you're a constitutionalist. Oh, that means you just have a strict
means you're
interpretation.
racist.
Yeah, it means that you're racist. Yeah, because the Constitution was racist.
Yeah.
Or the other thing I could think of, charter is more appropriate because charter usually means
Multiple.
is a city.
Right.
Well, it's usually citywide, whereas a constitution is for a country
Okay. Yeah.
or church. I don't know if you know that, but churches have constitutions. But yeah, charters are for like a community. So I think maybe I want to believe that that's what they mean, but it's probably not.
So that's interesting. And then like I don't know, there could be some interesting like council meetings that they might have. Remember, they had council meetings like way back in The Walking Dead, and Michonne was like a member of it back in the prison days. Am I wrong? There was like a council. Yeah, I think it was season 4 or something. They had like a council, and it was like Herschel, Michonne, Maggie, and
Herschel.
Rick. Before Herschel died. Yeah, I think that was a thing, and it was kind of cool. It was an interesting concept. I'm not making that up. I've seen season 4 a lot, but anyways, so that would be kind of another like thing to have. In you got what's her face, Judith grown up. You got little baby Herschel, little Asian baby. He's a cute little chunk. Just, you know.
Chip off the old block of Glenn.
Yeah. They were just like, we need a baby. He's to look half Asian. That's our baby. I mean, you know, no one can argue that it doesn't look like their kid.
And no one can make the argument that it's Shane's. So, you know, there's that.
What?
Because everyone...
The ghost of Shane.
Well, you know, Judith.
Yeah, but he was dead long before.
I know. But it's
I'm
Shane.
better for Maggie than you, Glenn. But yeah, I don't know what else. I think that's about it. All the storylines. Well, Maggie is like super like triggered over Negan. She won't even visit Alexandria because Negan's alive in there.
Yeah, and
She
they've
feels
been
his presence, and she's like, "Negan's here. I
they've
can't
been
be here."
hinting at that's going to be like a source of
Conflict.
conflict
Yeah.
with Rick. And Michonne, I kind of feel like her and Maggie are on similar wavelengths as far as like, you know, we need order, we need to have people here. Something that was actually refreshing, it was just a simple scene with Rick and Michonne when they were talking about the charter. How she basically said, like, you know, we need people to be in agreement, and I thought he was going to shoot her down, and he's just like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm like, I forgot that I was watching a TV show there for a second, because I'm so used to different shows like Arrow and The Flash, where every single time someone comes up with an idea, there's always like someone that's just like comes at it from the complete opposite and like, no, what are you, crazy? That's a terrible idea. It's so risky. You know, like I'm not used to people like agreeing with each other, because it doesn't make interesting TV. And yet there you go. It was just a small thing, but it did catch me by surprise. Like, I thought he was going to disagree with her just because it's a TV show. A TV show written in 2018 where everyone has to disagree with each other.
Yeah.
So that was nice. So
it was a good episode. I give it 5 frisbees.
Out of?
Just 5 frisbees, man. Remember? This is what
and
we do
I'll
now.
give it 3 dog bones.
Yeah. It was good. You know.
It was good.
I'll
You had the tension.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of gore. You had Spider Walker. Spider-Face Walker.
Overall, it just feels fresh.
It does. I like Rick's new look, but again, like, this is Rick's final season.
Yeah,
so I hate the fact that this is hanging over the season.
Yeah.
Like it is.
Yeah, that's...
like, I almost like knowing this and the fact that they're sharing it with everyone, like, he's going to be around through season 9, and now I'm just kind of like, well, I'm wondering about next year. What are they going to do for season 10 without Rick, who is the main character of The Walking Dead, like it or not?
It's just like, I can't watch it and think about that. It's just like, I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But right now, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
This episode was good. So
Well, I envy you, sir. Leave some comments. You like it? You don't like it? Don't care about Walking Dead? I don't know why you're watching this video if you don't care, but
go watch cat videos or something. There's plenty of those on the internet.